Hey everyone, stick with us versus herd. If it's your first time here with the content, hit subscribe. If you want to get notifications from when we go live, tap the bell. We go live Monday through Friday, 30 minutes before market open. And if you want to join the UVH fam, our community, links are below in the description to our Discord and our options trading group on Facebook. If you're here right now, say what up, say good morning. How are we doing? What is going on this morning? We got the S&Ps up 9, Dow's up 42, NASDAQ up 60. We got gold up 12. Pretty good. Faisal, what's going on? Keith, Carl, Jeff, Rodney, Grant. Hit the like button. King Chob, what's going on, man? Nice to see you joining us this morning. Hope you all are doing on. Victor. Let's try to get it. A lot of earnings last night. Now, the one thing that is happening today, okay? And if you're, full disclaimer, if you're new to trading, and even if you're not new to trading, Nicholas, welcome. Daniel Ring, what's going on? So, if you're new or not new to trading, if you're just trading today, be very careful. Fed is coming out 2 p.m. Eastern time, 2:30 p.m. Eastern time with their rate announcement, thoughts on the economy, Powell press conference. So if you have anything important to do today, go do it, come back later. Save yourself some heartache. Fed Day, we all know Fed Day brings in some crazy pricing. Doesn't make sense. We go up, down, zigzag every different way. So if you're trading today, be very careful. Take profits, redeploy. If you have something really important to do today, go do that. So that's pretty much the disclaimer for today. Like the Fed, if you guys don't understand what the Fed is and the interest rates and what the press conference is, just wait for the Fed. If you don't know, if you're sitting here today and you're like, I don't know what to do, just don't do anything. Just don't do anything. Just wait till later. What do I think about the sudden jump in gold? I mean, we've been watching it. I mean, obviously, gold is taken off because, it's been taken off from 1800. Once it really busted through 1850 area, we were watching the consolidation in here, and then we were watching the consolidation in here, and then we just ramped up. So I would be for gold. I would be a bit concerned. TLT's ramping up as well. So I feel like with the precious metals, with bonds ramping, I think that something potentially big could happen. Like a black swan event. When that could happen, if it's going to happen, I don't know. But that's what the price action is kind of gearing up for. I mean, this, as you can see in the last year or so, even during the COVID times, this price action in gold did not happen. It did not happen during the pandemic. Gold dipped really hard. Grant, I wouldn't say so. I would say people are being more conscious of where the stock market is at and putting money into probably bonds and precious metals. Now, people like, for example, if you're looking at gold during the pandemic, when the stock market dropped, what happened to the gold? Gold plummeted. And people were like, I don't understand. I thought gold was supposed to be a safe haven. I thought it was, and that's just not how it works. That's not how it works. It's not when the market goes down, gold goes up, or when the market goes up, gold goes down. It doesn't work like that. Just focus on the price action, but understand that this move is very, very important. It's going. What is it at right now? It's at. It didn't hit 2,000 pre-market. I thought potentially cross over 2,000. Now, if cross over 2,000, I mean, people obviously are going to be piling in. Also with like silver, if we're looking at SLV, a lot of people are trading SLV right now. So just be mindful. I do expect a little bit of pullback, but it doesn't seem like that's been happening. So we'll see what happens. During COVID, gold sold off to pay margin calls due to crash. Yeah, I mean, like, and that's what I mean. It's Jack. That's what I'm saying. It's not as simple as one thing goes down, one thing goes up. You know, it doesn't necessarily work like that. It's a marketplace. Things happen. Things get crazy, and especially during the pandemic, things got heated. But now here we are. Gold's taking off. Stock market's going up. Well, I wouldn't necessarily say the stock market's going up. More like the tech sector's going up, and everyone's just kind of staying the same. You know. To get into some things here, AMD raised its full year forecast. The company saw competitor Intel delay its chips. So if you guys remember last week, Intel said, "Hey, we're delaying our chips." Intel dropped like a rock. AMD that night skyrocketed, and now they have a competitive advantage. Their revenue grew 26%. You know, the new Xbox is actually going to be using AMD chips. Amazon AWS, I mean, cloud data centers are ordering AMD chips. I mean, I think Intel could be in some real big trouble here. And if they're delaying, the one thing I didn't understand about Intel is like, okay, you have one job, just do it. Release your chips. They couldn't do it. I just don't understand. I don't understand. If you have one job, you know. Now AMD says it expects 32% revenue growth for the year. I mean, everything looks up. Here we go. Microsoft and Sony will be releasing new products featuring AMD components. So I didn't know Sony also selected AMD. Microsoft selected AMD. I knew for sure because I am getting the new Xbox, and Sony I guess did as well. So I think that AMD, I think in my opinion, could probably easily cross over 100 as long as momentum keeps going. Yes, we're going to get some pullback. I would expect some pullback, maybe pop up, maybe back down to 70 area. But, you know, there's not, if you think about it, during this time, there's not a whole lot of stocks that are reporting good earnings. And if a stock like AMD is reporting good earnings, people are going to flock to those stocks. You want to be on a stock that is doing well. Like, do you want to buy Boeing right now? Maybe you do, but we'll talk about Boeing in a second. What's going on, Clinton, Christopher? I took the day off work, but I don't see any charts that I'm in love with. I might mostly sit this one out. Yeah, like I said, be careful. Fed day, be very careful. Yeah, Shop's revenue. So Shop, I don't bring up Shop a whole lot, mainly because for options traders, it's really hard to trade with their bid-ask spread. So if you don't know what you're doing in options, do not trade Shop. Now, if you know what you're doing, you could probably get away with it. But if you don't know what you're doing, don't trade Shop because the bid-ask spread is ginormous and they cost a lot of money and same thing. But Shopify, their business grew 97%. I mean, it's crazy. So, I mean, I think that Shop has more to go. Shop's probably going to go. I mean, plus they have their partnership with Facebook. They're rolling out new things. I mean, Shop's it's just gonna go. It's just gonna go. You know, like I said, there's not a whole lot of companies that are doing well right now. Boeing, one of them, big company. A lot of people own stock of Boeing that are bag holding. Net loss $2.4 billion. They also demand slip for the 787 Dreamliners. I mean, the whole thing is, I mean, what do you think? Planes are grounded. Airline travel's not going well. Airlines are down. However, that being said, for Boeing, people will always want to buy Boeing, even when the government said, especially when the government says that, hey, we're not going to let Boeing go out of business. Whatever, like Trump specifically has said, we're not going to let Boeing go out of business. So they have a pretty good backstop there. But doesn't mean that the stock is going to go up. Doesn't mean it's going to go down. But even though they had a horrible earnings, stock is going up. It's up $4 right now. Expected move on Boeing was $11, which I thought was on the low end, but I guess not because it's only moved $3-4 right now. Yeah, sleeping elephant. That's what I was saying. I said the only thing that could save my Boeing stock is if there's a war and the government contracts, and at that point, not really worth it to me. Not really worth it to me. Like I would never want a war to be started just so my stock could go up. Like that's stupid. Like come on, I'll take the L. I don't care. When you say know what you're doing in shop. No, Tony Starks, what I'm saying with knowing what you're doing, know what you're doing in options trading in general, not necessarily in shop. Know how the options pricing works, know when you're getting a good deal, know when you're getting a bad deal, because if you can't spot that, you're going to have a hard time trading shop. Starbucks earnings was good. Yeah, so Starbucks, Kelly, they had good earnings. Their stock is up pretty good. I mean, they hit a high of 80. The expected move was $3. So I mean, it went beyond the expected move. It's coming back within range of the expected move right now. But you know, I was actually really impressed that Starbucks flew because honestly, like you were saying, Sleeping Elephant. I mean, I've been brewing. I used to go to Starbucks a lot, and now I just brew my espresso. Even though this morning I got water instead of coffee because for some reason I lost my coffee. I don't know where I put it. I think I got it in like an Amazon box. I might have threw it away with the coffee still inside. So it's a relatively sad morning. You know, I'm just kind of frustrated about it, but. Clinton, what's going on? If you're just joining, say what up. Hit the like button if you guys can. But Starbucks interesting here, breaking out of consolidation range. If it could be above this purple line, which is the 200-day, which is 79.71 right now, if it could cross above that, would definitely be bullish for Starbucks, potentially push higher. Right now, it's right below that 200, the 200-day. Spotify. Now, Spotify, what you guys are talking about, subscriptions in premium jumped 27%. Like you said, Rogan is the only podcast highlight. I think they also sign Kim Kardashian. I know that's not really content that I think our demographic here is watching, but could be big, but their revenue rose 13%. There's like no information here. Premium subscribers, which accounts for most of the company's revenue, are over 27%. So yeah, there's not really a whole lot. Let's see, what did Spotify do? I didn't even look at this morning. Spotify is down 253. So it's moved about $13, $14. Expected move was 18. However, like Shopify, it's a little bit difficult. I mean, these are like $1 spreads, $2 wide spreads. So some of them are 50 cents. So just be, if you're trading Spotify, just be mindful of what the pricing's coming in at and understanding. Like when I see a bid-ask spread of 50 cents or more, I always try to price it in my favor, and sometimes it gets picked up. It really does. It really does. But Spotify on here, if it comes back down here to the lower 260s, which it is right now, it's at it's at 253. So it's actually way below. Sorry. I think if it can come down here like the 240s, could push it up. But I think that, like most stocks right now, if it just ripped up so fast, so hard that the price has to catch up and reflect that. So I do think a dip is in order. And here's the dip. It didn't really dip much. I mean, it's been swinging between 260 and 290, which is a really wide range for a $200 to $300 stock. So it coming down, if it can come, maybe let's see if it comes down to like 240 area, see it comes down in this bounce zone here, see what happens. But I wouldn't be the first one to rush into that for sure. Spot kicked me off premium because my dad had a free membership, was for 3 months free. Still impressed with Spotify for underground remixes. Yeah, I don't have a Spotify membership. I don't really know. I'm on Apple Music. I don't know. I mean, I hear good things about Spotify, but they also have a it's also free. So, but you gotta listen to ads if you. So I don't really listen to Spotify all that much. One thing is Kodak. I don't know if you guys are watching Kodak this morning. Oh, let's pull it up. So Kodak went from a $2 stock to now a $16 to $18 stock. Robinhood traders pumping this hard. They got awarded $765 million government contract to produce drug ingredients. So it's kind of interesting. Yesterday Kodak was up almost 300%. Today it's up big again. Sorry, someone's calling me. Shares of Kodak soared more than 60% right now. In extended trading, they're up, I think, more than 60% now. Our 33rd year's use of the Defense Production Act will mobilize Kodak to make generic active pharmaceutical ingredients. Trump said in a press conference Tuesday evening, "We will bring back our jobs and we will make America the world's premier medical manufacturer and supplier." So I don't know. Daniel, they actually gave up making film. I think did Kodak was that Fuji? I don't remember. But anyways, the camera business is dead, and I don't even know what they've been selling to exist. And now they're going to be making drugs. So I don't know what they got to do that, and what people they need to hire to do that. I don't know. I'm not really sure. The logistics. Does anybody here understand? So if I contract, let's say I call up, I say, Apple, you need to start making generic drugs. Like what does Apple need to do? Obviously, you need to have people knowledgeable. You also need to have some sort of facilities to do this. I'm not really sure how they carry this out. I mean, I get how like during the peak of COVID and stuff like that, how other companies like GM were making ventilators. I could understand how that from a production aspect, making machines, but actually making generic drugs, pharmaceuticals, I'm not sure how you go from I was making this product, now I'm making generic drugs. I don't know, but they're going to get a lot of money to do it. So they're going to get $765 million. It's interesting that they've awarded Kodak with a government, it says government loan. So was Kodak seeking out this government loan? Or did the government say, hey, Kodak, you're making drugs and we're going to give you money, but it's going to be a loan. This wasn't a grant. It specifically says loan here. So I'm not really sure. I'm not sure how that all works. We do business with Suntech, part of Eastman Kodak, for paint protection film for cars. Okay. Interesting. So, anyways, Kodak, I don't think they've released anything, to my knowledge, but they are obviously ripping up here. They've gone from pre-market here. They've gone from $10 to $18 now. I mean, pretty crazy. So yesterday, if you could look at yesterday's chart, I mean, some pretty wide ranges. Do they even have options? Okay, they do have monthly expiration. At the time, the bid ask was like horrible. I don't even think, they don't even have. I'm not really sure what the pricing is going to come in at, or if they're going to allow more strikes because there wasn't enough strikes. We'll see what happens. I don't know, but if you're looking for a rip your face off trade, Kodak may be it. Kodak may be it. if you're sitting there bored and I wouldn't say like you want to be too serious about this trade or go all in, but if you want to have a little fun, you could trade some Kodak shares. Doesn't look like, I don't know about where option pricing is going to come in at. Option pricing is going to be probably crazy. I mean, implied volatility yesterday, 301%, 250% for September. So who knows? But you could, if you want, you could sell some premium in there if you think about it too. If you could find some pricing. I'm guessing they produce the raw materials needed for vaccine, like solvents like that. Eastman is a big chemicals producer, sort of like DuPont, and acquired Kodak in a deal. Eastman has many big chemical manufacturers facilities. Okay, so I wasn't sure. I didn't know about Eastman. I do know about the film industry was basically bust, but yeah, Shopify. We just talked about Ben. We just talked about Shopify. Shopify went due to 97% growth. I just spilled water all over. I'm no coffee this morning. I'm shook, guys. I'm shook. Got spilling water everywhere. Eastman treats us well. They're not as big as they were before. They treat us to meals in Vegas convention. Nice. Yeah, Shopify. I mean, I think Shopify you could definitely trade shares. But yeah, this right now it's up 10%, a little bit more than 10% right now. I mean, just crazy. GM also had, I mean, there were so many earnings last night. I can't even cover everything here, guys. Like, at least it wasn't coffee. I'm trying to drink my water. I'm all like this. I'm going through withdrawals. Need a caffeine pill. GM swings to an $800 million loss as coronavirus shuttered factories and devastated sales. GM burned through billions of dollars in the second quarter. GM second quarter vehicles fell 34% from a year ago. Investors are watching to see how much cash GM burned in the quarter, as well as any guidance for the remainder of the year. So no guidance. So they lost $800 million. Pretty bad. GM's loss is a sharp contrast to the $242 profit it made during the same time 3 months ago. Revenue during the 3 months ended June 30th. But it says, however, the loss isn't as bad as Wall Street fared and helped drive up shares up almost 4%. So isn't that just crazy? It's like, listen, we know we're going to do bad. We're going to do really bad. But we're not going to do as bad as you think. So we're going to make the share price go up. I mean, that's insane. Like, but I mean, that's the game, guys. Like, if you're new to trading, you're like, I don't understand. They lost so much money, but the share price goes up. Like, it's not like a 1-to-1 ratio. It's not like that. Kind of like we were talking about, like with gold in the beginning of the stream. It's not because the market goes down, gold goes up. It doesn't work like that. People are like, it's a scam. I knew it. It's not a scam if you understand how the game is played. What if Powell does surprise rate hike to curb metals? I mean, anything can happen, man. Like, anything can happen. I mean, Powell could raise rates and be like, hey, there's housing strong. This is strong. We're gonna actually raise rates, which I mean. Would be, there's probably a 1% chance that he's raising rates. If you're in Vegas, you would probably have a 1% chance of winning this. Maybe less than a 1% chance of winning this bet. If you say, I'm gonna bet on Jay Powell raising rates. Because if he raises rates right now, it's gonna be a problem. The stock market's booby trap. But I don't think he's going to. I don't think he's going to. eBay also had earnings. I don't know if you guys traded eBay. I did sell some premium in there. I sold premium in AMD and eBay, and it looks like AMD I might have a slight loss. eBay looks like it's going to be coming out as a winner, but eBay's coming up to flat. eBay had 94% implied volatility. Expected move was $3.80. It's moved about $1 or 90 cents to the downside, so we're good. Nice, Grant. Nice. Colin, you short AMD? How about Apple today? Did they report? Yeah, I haven't even gotten to what we needed to talk about is what's coming ahead. I mean, tonight we got Qualcomm, Facebook, PayPal, Lam, and tomorrow morning we have UPS. Those are the ones that I'm interested in. So I'm definitely interested in UPS. I'm interested in Facebook. I'm interested in PayPal. I'm interested in Lam. However, Thursday is when Thursday after market close. Thursday we're gonna have Apple, Google, Alphabet, Google/Alphabet. If you don't know what Alphabet is Google's holding company, and Amazon and Caterpillar. Oh, Carl, did you talk? I'm sorry, I missed your comment about Caterpillar. So Caterpillar is also, they have earnings Friday. So Caterpillar, I think that it's back up in range here, coming up on 140. I don't think they're going to do too terrible. Last quarter, what did they do? Last quarter, they popped up a little bit in the drop. I think Caterpillar probably going to be rather flat. Honestly, my opinion. Entertainment purposes only. My opinion, not investment advice. Blah blah blah. I don't think it's gonna hit. If it does, that'd be amazing. But I don't think Caterpillar is gonna be a big, in my opinion, I don't think it's gonna be a big mover. Now, don't take don't let that impact your trades in any ways. But that's if you were saying, Nick, you trade Caterpillar today, I'd be like, oh, it's probably not gonna be a big mover. That's the way I see it. Now I could be wrong. I've been wrong. I'm wrong on AMD. I thought AMD would do well. I didn't think AMD is gonna skyrocket like this. Right, so now my position is going to be a little bit hurt. So hopefully eBay can even that out. Facebook is Thursday. Thought Facebook was tonight. Did they change? It says Facebook the 29th. That's today. Let me check Tastyworks here. Let's check Tastyworks. Tastyworks is not giving me earnings details. Let's see, Facebook. Okay, earnings are not loading in Tastyworks right now. For some reason, earnings dates in Tastyworks are not loading. I don't know. All right, well, we'll keep an eye on it. I think Facebook is tonight, but they moved it. All right, well, we'll keep an eye on that. We'll have to keep an eye on that. I don't know. Because of the government grilling today. I thought they delayed the government stuff. Maybe it's me, but the live streams are one of the few things that I can rely on these days. Yo, Gunther. Glad you enjoy. Tell your friends. Tell your friends. It's funny to me that when the pandemic was hit, the live stream numbers skyrocketed, but then when trading got serious, a lot of those people dropped out. It's just crazy. So cheers to you guys that a lot of people are still here. How do I? Okay, I'm just looking at my trades here. Okay, so. Down on eBay, down on AMD, up on eBay. What'd it do? Let me see what's going on with AMD here. Gotta try to exit these trades here. So I'm gonna close out our homies AMD. So not terrible, but not ideal. Okay, so I took on AMD. I took a $113 loss or $100 loss. Now on eBay, we're gonna try to get out real quick here. It won't let me out. I'm up like $70, but we'll see what happens. What's eBay doing? eBay's coming down a little bit. I'll just let that order sit there for a minute. Let some options trade on this thing. Nvidia, if you guys didn't notice this, one thing, if you guys are looking for things in the market, if you guys are looking for opportunities, take a look at this yesterday. So I was watching AMD and Nvidia right next to each other yesterday, kind of seeing how the price action lines up, kind of seeing what happens. And the interesting thing to me was when AMD reported good earnings, Nvidia pop way up as well. So it appears to me that AMD, whatever AMD does, also correlates with Nvidia. So could be some opportunities there for you guys. What do you think about AZN Grant AutoZone? Let's take a look. Oh, that's not AutoZone. AstraZeneca. Sorry, AZO is AutoZone. I think it might pop up here a little bit. I mean, that's what it looks like to me on the 1 year chart. It looks like it's going to pop up a little bit. So right now the market's a little bit flat at open here. S&P's up 11, Dow's up 3, Nasdaq up 47. So we chilling. What's Apple? Apple's doing a little bit. Apple's up a little bit. Shop is up. Shop went up to is up 112. It's another medical company. Yeah, I mean, it looks like it wants to pop back up. DocuSign's ramping up. Let's see what Zoom's doing right now. Zoom popping up 258. Nice. Yeah, Spotify. Let's see what happens here though. If it can stabilize like in the 250s, I mean, I think I would prefer it to come down to 240. But if you're gonna trade this, like if it can come up to, you know, if it can stabilize here in the 250s, it might bounce. It might bounce. So we'll see what happens. Like today, I said, like for me, I'm just gonna be slow. I'm gonna try to focus on some earnings trades today. I don't think I'm gonna be day trading because we got the Fed coming out later today. See what happens. Look for some dip buys. See what it does, and just go from there. I only traded one. I only traded one contract of. I thought I did more. I thought I traded more contracts of eBay, but appears I only did one. I like Spot, but the podcast market is going to be owned by YouTube. Rogan can only do so much. Yeah, I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what happens. You know, we'll see what happens. But right now, I'm just kind of chilling. I'm basically just kind of flat on the day right now. Let's see what happened to Kodak at the open here. Wow, it's up to 21. Wow. I was thinking about buying some, but then I was like, I don't want to chase. Turns out. Turns out you could have chased, been okay. KR got. I just switched the TD for trades. You don't like it? Kroger. Yeah, they got smacked at the open here. Whew. However, I mean their 1 year chart's still bullish, so it's not like terrible. I guess depends on how much time you have on these trades, right? But yeah, market is moving slow, so we have to move slow as well. Like the market is moving real slow. eBay dropped, but it's not really going anywhere. Let's see if I can get on my trade here. So we made a little bit of money on eBay, but pretty much I'm pretty much flat today. Yeah, but man, literally the stock market's like at a standstill right now. Nvidia's ramping though. Nvidia's ramping up. AMD ramped up hard, so I'm gonna be kind of focusing on these chip stocks today. I'm gonna be looking. I already have a position. on Nvidia right now. I'm up 9% on it. So I'm just I had to swing it. So yesterday I put a position on. I bought the 410 call yesterday on Nvidia, and it just didn't go anywhere. And then it dropped at close. And then I held on, and I'm up now. But you know. I would say it was a little bit of a risky trade, but I think we're going to be okay. I'm going to short cheesecake pretty soon. Oh, man. Just crazy. AMD is the next Tesla? You think so? All right, Nvidia's spiking up a little bit here. I'm going to trim some gains here. All right, so I made 130 on Nvidia. Not great, but considering I was down yesterday on it. Not amazing. Yeah, I got an Nvidia card in this computer right now, so I got the. The computer that I'm trading and streaming off right now is pretty high powered. However, I do have an i9 out of here. I'm gonna rip this i9 out of here and I'm gonna throw it in the trash. And I'm gonna buy an AMD chip. So I got an Intel i9 in here. I'm gonna rip it out. And I'm gonna put an AMD chip in here. This thing's gonna be. Anybody want to buy an Intel i9 about a year old? Anybody? I will be happy to sell it to you. However, I feel like the value of this i9 has gone down drastically in the last week. I feel like the value of this i9 has definitely gone down in the last week. Definitely. $20. Hit me up in the Discord. Taking offers. I'll let you know what the model is. I'll have to look it up, the exact model number on it, but yeah. All right. Well, market's not doing anything. Relatively flat. We're just kind of chilling. So, hey, Fed Day. I'll say it again. Be very careful. Trade some earnings. Relax. Take it easy. If you got other things, go get a haircut. Do what you need to do. As always, stay safe. Stay green. It's us versus herd.